game. Will Slayer's BoxeR remain in Code S, or will he fall unceremoniously to Code A, have to pick up the Code A sea urchin?
Oh, yeah, the Code A sea urchin.
It's like, oh, it's sharp and slimy.
Could happen. I don't know. Now, Zenio, I do think is in better shape than Slayer's BoxeR. But, one thing that Slayer's BoxeR has more than anybody is stage experience. He always has fans backing him when he's playing. This guy, when he's playing StarCraft 1,
he's
would
clutch.
Get more hits than anybody else in esports.
Still does.
Yeah.
But on what you just said, I want to back up for a second. Like, the last seasons that we've seen Zenio, I've been very happy with his play. This last series, though, I feel like he missed the boat,
that
man.
Was
the
not
first
the
game,
Zenio we know.
He went roaches against a rush he should know was coming, and all Zerg should know you need to go Speedling against.
Yeah.
Against someone who executes it correctly, you shouldn't be able to hold that with Roach Ling. It just doesn't make sense. It's like what Czech Prime was doing 3 seasons ago when I was like, what are you doing? And then the second game, he didn't really impress me either. So I don't know if he's just off today. I don't know.
Man, everybody has their off days.
Yeah, we're going to have to see.
No matter what it is, man, whether it's you're nervous that day, you just can't focus, not casting that well that day, it happens, man.
It does happen.
It does happen.
We're going to have to see if he's going to show the Zenio that we all know and love against Slayer's BoxeR. First map, Thesis, is going to be Terminus Reed. Huge map. What will Slayer's BoxeR have planned here?
I'm wondering. I don't think this is a map where you do too much tricky stuff, but then again, it's Slayer's BoxeR playing, so I could very easily be wrong.
Well, Slayer's BoxeR, I wouldn't be surprised from anything he shows me here. Double expand, all in. Who knows?
Who knows, man? TVZ, a tough matchup against a player like Zenio. This map should favor Zenio slightly. We're going to get those 3 bases up.
Yeah. I think this is Zenio's best matchup.
I think so.
For sure. I've been most impressed with his ZVT over his other matchups by far. So, here's to hoping a good series, Tasteless. I think it's going to have to be because it has Slayer's BoxeR in it.
Our other maps, Alicia Cross Plateau, and then finally Zelnaga Caverns.
Pretty good map pool.
Going. The countdown has started, Artosis. There's no turning back now. With Taste and Artosis, Tastosis. Get ready for some more TVZ action here with the Emperor himself at the GSL. Our Zerg player who won the first series is back again. He is...
BoxeR Zenio.
Yes. Now he's got to be feeling pretty bad from that previous series. Hopefully he's able to focus and pull through with this one. And this guy, a man who needs little introduction, if you know anything about esports, he is...
Slayer's BoxeR.
Got a little Ninja Turtle green going on in those headphones.
Both players here are desperately wanting to go into Code S. Slayer's BoxeR, it would be just kind of almost, I want to say, shameful if he falls. He's the Emperor, Tasteless. He's the leader of his team. He's a legend in esports. He's had some great finishes in the GSL, and he's just making a barracks. I was getting all excited. I'm like, what's he doing? But no, and then Zenio has basically been around Code S and done great games for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see Proxy. I think he's going to build that there to float it down.
Rex. Yeah.
I think he's going to make a barracks outside, and the drone sees both SCVs. And suddenly, wow, talk about timing.
Talk about the universe bending to your will. Jeez,
it's
man.
not my will, Tasteless.
Oh, excuse me. To his will.
All right.
The thing is, I think he wanted to make 3 racks.
Maybe. I think one was for scouting. I think he was going to scout and just go 2 racks.
Yeah, it could be possible.
That's my thought.
We'll never know.
I'm going to ask him. Then we'll know.
Now we have the spawning pool and the extractor almost done. So basically, he should not die to whatever Slayer's BoxeR's going to throw at him. You know?
Yeah, he's going to be completely fine. Nothing's going to happen with this rush. Zenio, of course, smartly changing his build.
Gotta say, I'm a little bit shocked to see Slayer's BoxeR do a strategy like this on a map like this. You know? It's like...
Well, that's his bread and butter, Tasis, is doing stuff you absolutely do not expect.
Now he's backing up.
Zardy Zergling's out, speed on the way. Hatchery being made in the main base of Slayer's BoxeR.
What is going on?
This is actually pretty cool.
What is going on?
Okay, this is what's going on. He's going to make Zerglings out of that hatchery and maybe even a queen. I've actually seen silly stuff like this from time to time. Now, can the Marines go up there and attack it? Well, if they do, the front is going to be attacked by Zerglings.
Zenio is about to out BoxeR Slayer's BoxeR, man. This is like actually the coolest thing I've seen.
I don't know if this is going to work because Slayer's BoxeR, he has that wall in. Now, of course, if he does end up killing the hatchery's going to have time to make at least a few lings, I think. And the broodlings are going to be pretty deadly. Zergling's desperately trying to get that barracks.
Now they might actually just get this wall, get the barracks to go down. Nope.
It's too much damage from the Marines. Zenio canceling that hatchery, Tasteless.
Okay, well.
Decides, okay, this is not going to work.
We're unable to pull up that strat. He's going to go up for a Baneling bus
and he scouts. Oh my god, Zenio.
Zenio, what happened, man?
What's going on, dude? You were such a good macro player. What is this?
The Automaton 2000 watches it all.
That's the Artosis bot.
Is that the Artosis bot? Could be the... Look, we need to get the Artosis bot and the Tasis bot in every GSL map.
Obviously. Even the ones that are like forest tile set. Why is this
I don't
here?
care if it's a desert map. For some reason, the Tasteless bot and Artosis bot live there.
They're everywhere.
And I wanted to... The game automatically crashes if you try to kill them.
Good idea. Yep. Well, we see is expanding. You know, he's making Slayer's BoxeR at least somewhat prepare for a Baneling bust. In fact, he's even killing that neutral depot.
That was from another Terran in a previous game that was played on this, but we weren't able to clean it up.
It's all that's left of Zenio's last Terran opponent on this map. Sad story that is.
You think these other hatches and the expansions are just going to be used to make Zerglings?
Nope. I think he's going to drone up like a crazy person because
the Baneling nest was spotted.
We've seen Zenio do this before, where he makes a Baneling nest, lets Terran see it, and if Terran sees it, he's like, all right, no, I'm going to transition. I'm not going to just all in here. Notice how Slayer's BoxeR's already made 3 bunkers. Notice how suddenly he's like, wait a minute. Are you being a sneaky snake?
You sneaky snake.
And Zenio says, "Sss," and he runs away. No, slithers away with his Zerglings.
Unless he's the snake with a lisp. He goes... Whatever, you know that's the funniest thing in the world. Snake with a lisp.
Funny. It's pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that looks like a base down there, the Xel'Naga watchtower. Look at his crazy eyes going around.
Oh yeah, it does.
And his big Xel'Naga nose.
Handsome big Xel'Naga nose.
Yes. Clearly it's fake.
Well, Zenio has his 3 hatches up. Slayer's BoxeR going for 3 bases as well. This game has just been very, very weird cases. Both people trying to cheese each other multiple times and then switching out. Zenio doesn't know about that yet. Double factory. Now, will he go just tanks and Thors into a bionic kind of like Zenix Beyond has shown us many times that he likes? Or will he go mech? And it looks like he is in fact going to just do the Siege Tank Thor into bionic. Very strong choice.
Armory on the way. All right, so he's basically going to go bio and get some Thors.
He's getting Blue Flame first.
Blue Flame?
Yeah.
The Blue Flame Hellions?
Yes. Those.
All right, Stim. You got to be careful when you have that tech lab on the outside.
Yeah. Well, unless he has Banelings or Roaches out here for some reason. And if Zenio made Roaches walk across the map, I think the least of BoxeR's concerns is losing a stim upgrade.
All right, this Overlord will go down. He does. He's going to get to see the second factory. He does. He knows.
Well,
your death was not in vain,
Sherlock Overlord tasteless.
Yeah.
It's peeking in there.
That was not even Sherlock Overlord. That was an Overlord from Law & Order. He was like, 2 factories. Dun dun.
Puts his Overlord sunglasses on and dies. Some Banelings being taken out by these Hellions. Good micro on the Hellions.
All right, BoxeR's moving out. And we got a Spine Crawler coming. You know, if Zenio's not careful, well, one thing's for sure, that Scorpion inside the hatchery at the expansion is not going to be around there for much longer. I really wonder, where does that Scorpion actually go when the hatchery finishes?
That's actually the drone that's lost its skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, someone told me that.
That's the drone. Oh, that is so interesting.
Yeah. And here Slayer's BoxeR is. Where's his stim? He doesn't have it. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Guess what, Tasteless? Uh-oh. And that's what we call uh-oh right there. Slayer's BoxeR not having stim.
Was it not finished?
You know what?
I don't know. Get it? No, he stopped researching.
I think he might have lifted off the barracks or something.
Oh,
because that cancels the upgrade. I don't know how or why that happened, but he's actually switching into mech anyways, so that's fine. Look at that. 5 facts, double armory. He decided at some point to go mech instead. I'm very excited about this. I haven't seen any Terran go mech here in TVZ except for Jinro. I would love to see Slayer's BoxeR's take on it.
Well, one thing is that just seeing those 2 factories from our Law & Order Overlord is not going to be enough for him to assume pure mech. He's going to look at that and go, oh, all right, he's going to get some Thors and just keep going Marine.
In fact, seeing that many Marines, seeing the tech lab going. In fact, Slayer's BoxeR just started another upgrade at the tech lab as Zergling came up. I was watching that. I'm sorry you guys didn't see it, but he is actually just keeps showing upgrades there. So it looks like he's not going for just simply. Sorry, looking at something else. Looks like he is not going for mech. It looks like he's actually going for a bionic mech. Of course, that's going to force Zenio into things like Banelings. In fact, he's getting Baneling speed right now. It's pretty useless against mech. Tries are hitting Thors with Banelings. Enough to make a grown man cry. You know you net like minus 700 minerals and 300 gas?
Ouch.
There's some guy on Twitter that keeps giving me all these crazy stats about GSL games.
I know.
Makes me sound so smart.
I love that. I love people that watch the show communicate with us on Twitter. By the way, add Artosis on Twitter. He's Artosis. Add Call Me Tasteless.
Who's that?
That must be me.
Must be.
Must be.
I guess I'll call you Tasteless.
There's somebody who's made a fake Twitter account of me. Nick Plot Twitter, who's terrible at pretending to be me.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought that was you. No. It's a little bit
I'm Call Me Tasteless.
Well, a lot of mech going on. There's a lot of Thors out right now. Zenio taking the map and making 15 mutas at once. Wow. That's a lot of mutas. You know, Zenio's actually doing a really good job. He's sending Overlords everywhere, as you see. Little Overlord migrations. Hatcheries going up all over the place. In fact, I gotta check this. 83 drones against 70 SCVs.
You know, everything you're saying is interesting, but when I see that dish on top of the command center, all I want to know is how many TV stations they get in there. You know? Look at that. That's a pretty big dish. I bet it's one of those 300 channels, man.
Well, it matters what faction.
You might be able to watch Protoss TV on that stuff, man. You don't know.
That's a possibility, but I think it matters which faction you're with, because if you're a Mensk boy, I think you only get the station where it shows Mensk riding a horse all day.
You only get Fox News.
Well, a huge Thor timing is coming out.
And
I think he's just going to take another base with this, because this is just Thors and Blue Flame Hellions. A Midas worm is being made right now, by the way.
Looks like they're going to meet in the Mako reactor in the center of the map.
The world is dying.
Now,
Thor is being split up.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's to stop mainland.
Ouch. Now, there's a lot of Banes here. I don't know. I don't know if Zerg can take this on.
He's certainly making a lot more Banes.
Ideally, you want to have Brood Lords
And
right now.
Slayer's Boxer is actually splitting up to deal with the Banes even
Gonna
better.
shoot that Nidus
Those
Worm in the
Banelings are
butt.
going to be so useless, I can't even tell you. Unmuted is coming in, magic boxing. And Zenio
Are you serious?
taking out the army. Well, you know, he had a lot of damage in there. But I tell you, I am quite certain that Zenio spent more on taking out than Slayer's Boxer did on what he got to kill.
These guys slept in. What happened? Sorry. I set my alarm for PM instead of AM.
Well, they should be happy about that, Tasteless.
Yeah.
They would have died dastardly deaths to the diabolical Denio. Like how I changed his name to Denio to make it alliteration. All right, so Zenio has lost that base. That's fine. He's still maxed out. And in fact, is he making more Nidus Worms? Oh, wait,
Wow.
no, he lost the first Nidus. I was like, oh, I love it when Zergs actually go like 8 Nidus Worms against Mech. I do that. I go like 4 Niduses, so you pop them all up at once, get your units out quicker. And Slayer's Boxer looks like he's staying on Thor's, Tasteless.
And he's got a Nidus Worm inside of his opponent's base.
Oh, that's going to be so deadly.
He's coming out.
Really abusing the weakness of Mech, which is, of course, mobility. Those Thors are going to take about 3.5 days to walk back in the main base. By then, he's going to lose so much.
He's losing all those SCDs there. He should have evacuated them quicker. Some will escape. And now here's the thing is that he might be able to like do one of those Baneling right clicks on the planetary fortress.
Yes, he may.
Ouch.
Thor's going down. Slayer's Boxer. As he gets up here, Zenio retreats through the Nidus network.
Here's another one over here at this expansion. This is how
Very
you
nice
do it.
by Zenio. Yep. Really running him around. Blue Flame Hellions trying to battle Roaches. Normally doesn't work out that well. Roaches are colorblind, Tasteless. They don't care if you have blue flames, red flames. They don't care.
Oh, Artosis. I like that one. Is he supply blocked? Is Boxer supply blocked?
Nope.
Nope.
141 of 78.
That's surprising.
against
actually.
Zenio's 192.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know if Slayer's Boxer can really recover.
Well, he's getting really picked apart. He's kind of falling apart at this point. You know, he still has a little bit of an economy. He still has powerful units and great, great upgrades. But is that enough? Going with the Blue Flame Hellions now. Those Zerglings being taken out. There you go.
And this is, you know, the problem is it's so difficult for Terran to recover from this.
Yep, and there
that's
it is!
what I was talking about.
Zenio loves that, Tasteless, and suddenly Slayer's Boxer is in a terrible position. It's about as bad a position as you can get, Tasteless.
Yeah.
And in fact, he is stretched so thin right now, Zenio can just keep Nidusing everywhere. He can just keep throwing them up. You know, he has good economy. He's got bases all over. And in fact, Slayer's Boxer's hidden base full of mules down in the bottom right.
Uh-oh.
So many
All
mules.
those mules.
So many dead mules.
It's going to be a mule graveyard. Whoa. It's like we finished
at the exact same time.
Oh, my God. It's like the train graveyard in Final Fantasy VII, except this one's the mule graveyard, and it's not that cool.
Slayer's Boxer looks like he is going to go for basically an all-in counter. And I approve, because at this point, he's just so far behind. Zenio has Infestors out,
Actually,
but
that's
does
a
not
pretty
have
scary
Neural.
army.
Neural, yeah.
He needs Neural.
Neural is actually good against Thors.
Your mind will
Oh,
belong
and
to me.
Neural finishes Tasteless, or actually, I guess he gets enough energy for it.
EMP.
And the Thor's doing some pretty significant damage.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Is Slayer's Boxer going to win this with a counterattack?
Well, Zenio has a lot of money left. He's trying to remax as quickly as humanly possible, as Zergly possible even. 3-2 upgrades for Slayer's Boxer. Zenio actually with very poor upgrades. 0-1 on Roaches and 2-1 on Zerglings. A little bit better on that. Of course, Zerglings with upgrades not going to do all that well against +3 Hellions. This thing's 2-shot him.
Well, it's all up to this army of Thors and Hellions.
You know, Slayer's Boxer does have a little bit of an economy at home, but it's not a whole lot. I can't believe Zenio's actually still going Banes. It's like, nah, I'm just going to use Banes against Thors all day. All day and all night, Tasteless. He's a party fiend.
He's a monster.
And here we go! And a good neural.
Nice control with the Hellions.
Baneling's
but there's
going
just
after
too
those
many
Hellions.
roaches. And this Infestor's like, your mind belongs to me.
That's what Neural Parasite does, Tasteless.
It does.
2 Thors left open, both with 19 kills. Who will get the 20th? The red one. Promptly dies. And goes the other Thor. Slayer's Boxer, his supply is down at 80. Zenio at 131, still with 2K and 800 gas. Slayer's Boxer can't really get another fearsome army like that, and anything smaller than that is going to be picked apart by Zenio.
I gotta hand it to Slayer's Boxer. That was a pretty awesome counterattack, but you know, Zenio just has too much of the map.
Yeah,
Zenio has basically every peripheral expansion on the map. And
yeah, he has all the ones on the sides as well.
Yeah. Slayer's Boxer does have this location down here. That is an orbital, which means he probably floated that from his main.
Actually, his main orbital is there.
Well, one of the other expansions. Well, I'm just shocked you'd even have an orbital there, not a planetary.
Well, you can lift off orbitals against Banelings. That is one thing going for him against Zenio.
That is true.
And also you get mules from him, which is pretty neat. It's pretty nifty, Tasteless.
Pretty nifty-wifty. Oh, Broodlords.
Broodlords, very, very good against mech. Really need Vikings to counter them. But the Greater Spire isn't done. Here come the Zerglings. Blue Flame Hellions chewing through them. Corruptor should have corruption. 150 supply for Zenio. Zenio's actually running out of money, Tasteless. He might actually lose this.
Oh my god.
Slayer's Boxer, he does not have a lot of money himself and only 100 supply, but
you know, it's such a weird situation. What are the upgrades on the mech, by the way?
Slayer's Boxer at 3-2.
What about Zenio's?
Zenio finally has some good upgrades. +1 range, +2 carapace, and +2 melee.
Oh, so Boxer definitely has a stronger army, but Zenio is the one with the numbers on his side. So Boxer gets closer and closer to the heart of the Zerg's base, but at the same time, Zerg just keeps replenishing. It's just like the StarCraft single player.
It's a 1 hit point Thor, Tasteless. A drone could take him out.
He can actually stub his toe, and it will blow up.
I would be running home if I was him, no matter what Boxer told me to do.
Watch, the Broodling's going to kill it.
They all attack the other Thor.
Oh, you foolish Broodlings.
Wow, he's like that Final Fantasy VII guy that jumps in front of other people's attacks. And going for that Roach Warren. Not going to be able to get it.
The Broodlords should be on the way here, aren't they?
There are some, yeah. They're going for the Thors that are the Slayer's Boxer that are down here killing stuff. Slayer's Boxer just staying on Thors.
Now he does have the missiles to possibly shoot down these Broodlords, but the problem is that the presence of the Broodlings on the ground, it gets in the way.
Yeah, and especially with corruption on it, it's a great combination. Adds that additional 20% damage onto the Thors, the multiple Broodlings dealing much, much more damage. And those Thors are going to be taken out. A lot of mules down here. Oh. Ooh, taking out a Corruptor. Micron his Thors because Broodlords are just so slow.
And that is the end for those 2 Thors.
They stood their ground, Tasteless.
They were brave. No more command center over there. Slayer's Boxer is broke as a joke right now. For Zenio. Zenio is...
4 Vikings are on the way, though. Zenio, though, I mean, he has 160 supply. He has bases all over the map. And I don't know, man. I see this game ending pretty soon. Right now, the Vikings are taking out Broodlords. Goodbye, Broodlords. Zenio counterattacking. Slayer's Boxer being just so thrifty right now. Just finding each and every way to stay alive.
He shops at the dollar store.
Oh yeah, he does. Slayer's BoxeR's always been like this too. You actually can't kill him. He just finds ways to stay alive and keep harassing you. And before these Vikings go down, they want to kill
nice
him.
transfusion.
Very nice transfusion indeed.
And he's continuing to do it. And wow, BoxeR is going to lose all those Vikings.
Killing nothing.
Maybe not these two.
They're hightailing it out of there. 25 and 27 hit points.
Oh, nope, they died.
Well, Slayer's BoxeR trying to get another base up. He does have 92 supply, but Zenio is remaxed once again. He can basically attack move from here. It's just going to be too much. How much, Tasis? Too much.
There's too many of them.
Too many of them, not enough of us.
That's right.
We're Thors, of course. If I was a Terran unit, I'd be a Thor.
Really?
Nah, I'd be a Cloak Banshee.
No, that would be me. No, I wouldn't care. I would, all right, hold that thought.
Meantime, Slayer's BoxeR loses an expansion.
Zenio will lose this one.
Yeah, Zenio counterattacking.
Zenio counterattacking.
A lot of Zerglings, but the Blue Flame Hellions, Tasteless, they eat Zerglings. It's their favorite food. The 5 Thors continue their onwards march of death. Slayer's BoxeR's actually, he's trying to rally here. He's landed Vikings at another base. Chased off the drones. He's going to have to lift those off, and he does. He's on top of everything, man. And Zenio finally making an Ultralisk Cavern. You want to talk about a unit that's good against everything Slayer's BoxeR's doing, it's the Ultralisk.
You know, I got to commend Slayer's BoxeR for doing such a good job of trying to squash these expansions, but the problem really is that Thors are so immobile that Zerg can just keep expanding elsewhere, and you know
how long it's going to take those Thors to walk all the way down to the bottom 2 expansions?
I'm curious if you do a strategy like this, if you should actually just do Thor drops. Drop like 6 Thors somewhere.
The thing is, you get caught with that.
Yeah.
But what flying units are really going to be around? Maybe some Corruptor Roach comes in, that's the only thing you're really going to be scared of. Corruptor's actually surprisingly good against Thors. Corruption. Great against
yeah.
Slayer's BoxeR, 113 supply against the max Zenio, who has a lot of money. He is upgrading Ultras right now. No Ultras on the field yet. A ton of Corruptors.
Some Broodlords are out. Ouch. That shows you how scary Broodlords are, man.
Oh, surrounding the Thors. Drones just dancing through, deciding to attack.
And if he gets that last Thor, he does.
And Slayer's BoxeR, he's just making a lot of Hellions right now, as well as some Vikings. And for the umpteenth time, lifts off that command center.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Zenio hasn't done the greatest job of overwhelming his opponent, but he's certainly not letting Slayer's BoxeR get any bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's kind of a please leave the game morph right there. Slayer's BoxeR, though, never give up, never surrender. The Buzz Lightyear of StarCraft 2.
There you go. And it looks like now that his expansion base next to his main has been breached, the game should basically end now.
37 supply against 185. GG.
That was a long game.
Slayer's BoxeR, wow. Well, the thing is, Slayer's BoxeR got really behind and then just kept on refusing to not come back. Kept coming back. And but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. Slayer's BoxeR a little bit rattled, you can see.
That was actually a 37-minute game.
That's pretty long.
Pretty long.
Well, Slayer's BoxeR is 1 defeat away from Code A.
Yes.
That is stressful.
It's pretty bad.
It's terrible.
It could be pretty bad. Man. Zenio's very good, though. He deserved that. He did deserve that win.
He did. He did. He definitely outplayed Slayer's BoxeR.
You know one thing about BoxeR is he's so smart in the way he behaves.
He's almost
faking,
too smart.
Faking the medic marine. getting the combat shield upgrade when the Zergling run bys, so that Zerg's surprised by the mech. The problem is just that Zenio had so much of the map for so long that there's really not a lot you can do.
Even when he was killing hatcheries left and right, Zenio had enough money to remake them, to just keep remaking units. Not the best unit combinations by Zenio, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he has so much. It's like he can actually do whatever he wants.
Well, that's true. Still, I don't know, man. When you just keep making Zerglings against Blue Flame Hellions, that's when I start to wonder about
I keep looking at my Justin Bieber here, my Darth Bieber hair.
You're handsome today.
So, I mean, just not a lot to say about that that match. I mean,
he's going to have a chance to come back on Shakur's Plateau.
I mean, the interesting part for me was the beginning, though, more so than the end game.
Yeah.
The end game, I mean, was cool because it was like all these battles.
I thought he was going to lose at any point and just leave the game, but Slayer's Boxer was like, no, I'm still killing hatches. I'm still, being cost effective.
He's like one of those Bobo clown dolls, that you like
punch him, he just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Like, even though he keeps coming back up, though, you know that he's just a plastic clown, and you've already had the game won because you have the whole map.
Yes.
Plastic clowns have a very hard time clearing out huge maps like that with multiple Zerg expansions.
I've always had a fear of clowns.
You certainly are a Zerg
ever
player,
since they killed my father. No, but we're totally off topic here. I'm ready to get into this next game. I guess our Korean commentators have a little bit more to say. We are, of course, laced up with the Korean broadcast, so we sort of have to go at their pace. But the next map will be Shakur's Plateau.
Yeah. Slayer's Boxer pretty good this map. We see a lot of good TVZs here. He's going to definitely want to spawn directly across from Zenio.
Yeah.
So that you can do one of those backdoor pushes. Those are pretty strong Tasteless. We have seen very few Zergs actually beat those. So, countdown has begun.
If there's a map he's going to come back on, this could be the map. The countdown's begun, so it's time to see Slayer's Boxer against Zenio game number 2. If Slayer's Boxer wins this next game, we're going to go on to the third game, the rubber match. If not, Slayer's Boxer will be in Code A. All right? I know when I said that, some nerd was like, whoa, and fell out of his chair. It's true.